Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Critics News, where we keep you updated with the latest update on what is happening around us, especially in Nigeria. My name is Goodman, the Win of African diaspora. Don't forget that anywhere you go to and they tell you that things are easier, tell them that it's a scam and a big lie, big fat lie. All right, let's quickly go into the main reason why we are here today. And we are going to talk about the United States. They have cautioned the president, the dead president, that Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina plus, you know who I'm talking about, the liar of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Lai Mohammed, that they are using the impostor to run. Now, they say that United States of America, has cautioned them on the ban of Twitter. So we are going to see how this thing unfolds in days to come, whether they are going to, reverse the ban on this very application called Twitter. They say US cautions federal government, says Twitter suspension sends poor message to investors. Do you see? When we tell you that the people in power are not equal to the task, that they don't know what is development, now investors will be running away from Nigeria because they don't trust the government. They now know that anything can happen at any given time. Why are they suspending Twitter? Because they don't want freedom of speech. They don't want freedom of speech. Now, US have issued, I think, a letter to this, a statement, okay, to the Nigerian government. And this is it here on the screen. As you can see, photo story, federal government # Twitter ban undermines freedom of expression. US Embassy. This is what they are saying. Now, and I also want to send a message to the US Embassy. If this can get to them, please help me share. Share this message until it gets to their doorstep at the US Embassy's office in Abuja there or wherever they might be. Okay, so they will know and understand what we are talking about. All right, they say US cautions federal government, says Twitter suspension sends poor message to investors, which means that investors are going to run away from them. They say the United States mission in Nigeria has cautioned the federal government on the recent suspension placed on the operations on Twitter. On the operations of Twitter, excuse me. They say on Friday, Lai Mohammed, Minister of Misinformation, announced that Twitter's operations in Nigeria are suspended indefinitely. They didn't even say, oh, we are suspending Twitter temporarily to discuss one or two things and find out how we can resolve issues. They say indefinitely, adding that the social networking service promotes activities that undermine Nigeria's corporate existence. What are they talking about? They are talking about, what would I call it? Nigeria's unity, that the indivisibility of Nigeria, that Nigeria must not break, it must remain one. Okay, no problem. Telecommunications companies have complied with the directive and have blocked access to Twitter in Nigeria now as we speak. Reacting to the suspension in a statement on Saturday, the US said such suspension undermines citizens' fundamental freedom and we challenge and we have a negative impact on the country's investment opportunities. Because this is how most of those, how will I call it, Muslim countries does. They normally ban this social media because in countries like, I think, Iran, some other, in China too, I think, yes, in which other country? I've forgotten. So these countries are hardcore Muslims, but in China, their own is different. Maybe they are competing. They want people to patronize their own. They have their own applications. So they ban the ones that is coming, especially from United States of America. They want to challenge America. So that is one of the reasons they banned the Twitter there. But their own, they are using their own applications so they can sell. But in Iran, most of them, they use Sharia law, all those kind of stuffs. So that is what Nigeria is turning to. When we say that they want to Islamize people, people will come and say, oh, you don't like this government, you don't like APC, you don't like my Buhari or Bubu. Now, are you getting the point now? This is what Joe Biden and all of them in America is saying to the failed Nigerian government. They say Nigeria's constitution provides for freedom of expression. The government's recent #Twitter ban undermines Nigeria's ability to exercise this fundamental freedom and sends a poor message to its citizens, investors, and businesses. The statement reads, banning social media and curbing every citizen's ability to seek, receive, and impart information undermines fundamental freedoms. As President Biden has stated, our need for individual expression, open public conversation, and accountability has never been greater. The path to a more secure Nigeria lies in more, not less, communication, alongside concerted efforts towards unity, peace, and prosperity. This is what the US, the message that the United States of America is sending to the failed Nigerian government that doesn't understand what it means to, what it means to have freedom of speech in the country. Now, let me say, I'm trying to find out the countries that have banned Twitter in their space. Okay, they say North Korea, Iran, and Nigeria joins list of countries where Twitter has been suspended. Let's see. They say, Lai Mohammed, Minister of Information, suspended Twitter and was hinged on the persistent use of the platform for activities that are capable of undermining Nigeria's unity. Okay, in the past, countries including China, Iran, North Korea have also banned or temporarily suspended Twitter. Here is a rundown of countries where Twitter has faced restrictions in its operations. Okay, now number one is China. In 2009, China banned Twitter operations following riots between Uyghur Muslims and Chinese authorities in Xinjiang, an autonomous region in western China. The restriction on the social media platform was part of efforts to regulate information shared by activists. Facebook and Google services were also suspended. This is in China. And this is where Nigeria is heading to. Now they are coming to target Facebook and Instagram. They are coming there. All of you that are doing skits, they are coming for you. Then how will you now make money if you can no longer use social media? Because 90% of people now are earning through social media. If it is not reposting, then you are the creator by yourself. So government is coming after all this. So when government finally comes after all these things now, then I believe everybody needs to carry a cutlass. So all of us will face the government house and cut it down. Then meet the person who is there giving that order that they should ban the social media that has been feeding people in these days. What other job? No company. Everybody, even the people who are doing film before, our popular actors now, all of them have resorted to skits, because that's the fastest way to liberate yourself of poverty that this failed government is putting everybody. Now they say the ban is still in effect till date, even though some Chinese citizens and even government officials still continue to use Twitter through virtual private networks, VPNs. Okay, now even in China, they did not disturb the VPN, but in Nigeria now, they say that the president is trying to pay Google and what have you to remove VPN from their Play Store. This is what, I just got that information earlier. This is what Nigeria government, so they don't even want others to use even the VPN. You can see how clueless and backward your government is. Even China that banned it even allows people to use a VPN to use that same Twitter. Now let's go to Iran. They say Iran also blocked its citizens from accessing Twitter and Facebook in 2009 after the controversial Iranian presidential election, where activists were said to have used the social media platforms to organize mass protests. Okay, so this is to show you that all these countries that are doing these things are undermining free speech. They are undermining it. Now let's go to North Korea. North Korea permanently blocked Twitter alongside YouTube and Facebook in 2016 in a bid to control the spread of information online. So Nigeria wants to join these people now. So everything is going to have K-leg. You get the point now. The earlier we carry chain, you see chain, we see chain and cut it for this government, the better for us. We have been taking it easy. Oh, they leave them. Oh, it doesn't concern me. I'm doing skit, so it doesn't concern me. Forget those ones that are talking about politics. Once the government see them, they will arrest them. Now they never arrest you. They never leave you. Now let's moving away from North Korea. Egypt is also involved. They say Twitter was temporarily suspended in Egypt in 2011 amidst rising protests against ex-president Hosni Mubarak's 30-year rule. Any country banning these social media apps, then you know that there is so much corruption, there is so much limitation of free speech, there is so much subduement of freedom of expression in that very country. Any country banning these things, because the government doesn't want the critics to fire them. That is why you see them banning these things, so that they can control. Maybe at the end of the day now in Nigeria, we'll go back to the Stone Age, where only NTA is doing the the program. You know those days when we were small, when we were babies, we didn't even like it. You know, we didn't even like it. Those days we used to go to the backyard to shake poles and watch Silverbird in Port Harcourt. There was no old TV, you know, those black and white. So then after the Egypt, we have Turkey. They say Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan, that one, that one is a very serious problem. Banned Twitter temporarily in 2014 after incriminating audio recordings of alleged corruption inside his government popped up on the microblogging site. Erdogan claimed his enemies were using the platform to witch hunt him and subsequently got a court order to suspend Twitter in his country. Do you now see it? Only corruption is the reason. The government, once the government is corrupt, you see them banning Twitter. Why has America not banned Twitter? Despite the criticisms, despite the backlash, despite CNN tackling Joe Biden, tackling Donald Trump, tackling all the government officials, why have they not banned them? Because there is less corruption there. There's openness. There's, you know, an open space for them to, you know, negotiate, you know, and understand themselves. There is no looting. There is no corruption. Joe Biden does not want to change the law to suit him to stay for 100 years. Donald Trump did not tumble the law to stay there for 1 million years. No. But in these countries that I've mentioned, which Nigeria wants to be a part of, don't be surprised that Buhari would want to remain in power for the next few years to come. Don't just still go and write it somewhere that I said it earlier. Because even this information that I got, I tweeted it even before it happened. I said the next thing they would do now is to go and see if they can remove that VPN from the Play Store. And it happened. So if I were to be a prophet now, I would say, hey, my prophet happened. But we are not recognized now because we are not we are not carrying Bible to talk to you. Don't be deceived. Those people carrying Bibles, most of them are scams. Now, before I go, I want to play you a video of one of our sisters, especially those people in Lagos. Listen to this. Look at what our sister saw in Lagos while she was passing. You will see the corruption in the Nigerian police. What they do, they aid Agbero to extort people to, you know, to do all sort of all mannerless nonsense on the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. Now watch this.
Please, as much as you can, especially if you're a woman, avoid driving through Apapa or Woronshoki Expressway. This morning around 12, I was driving through that place and there was traffic. So a container truck was in front of me. I was trying to keep my eyes on it to be sure that Konisi Wala or anything. Then this stout came to the left side of my where I was driving. I don't understand too many English, and he was asking me to give him money. He was saying, how will I be driving this kind of car? And I will say I don't have money to give him. I did not even answer him. I was shy. My focus was on the trailer. Then he removes my mirror. See, he removed the mirror. The mirror was engraved. There's nothing he could do about it. He could not sell it or anything. But he just wanted to show that there was nothing I could do. And sadly, there was nothing I could do because a lot of people were there. Nobody was saying anything. Even a policeman was sitting close to the place. He did not do anything. This country is just... Shall avoid that drought.
All right. Did you hear my sister there? Did you hear my sister? You see the reason why people now hate the police. You see the reason what police will be there on that Third Mainland Bridge and armed robbers will rob you. Agbero will meet you, rob you, beat you totally. Police will be looking another side because they work together. Let me tell you, the police works together with those touts. After they must have extorted you, they are the ones even sending them to come and extort you. After that, they will collect their own share. They will share the money. So that is Nigeria for you. I needed you to know that. And also, if you are in Lagos, please, and you are watching this channel, try and avoid that route and know how you maneuver through those places because Nigeria is not for you. But some of you feel, oh, I've landed in Lagos, now we are free. Because you are a celebrity, when you are coming, crowd will follow, hey, you throw money to them. You feel that you are safe. Very soon, everybody will carry cutlass and axe to meet this government that is doing nonsense. I'll see you guys on the next update, okay? Remain blessed and God bless you. Ciao.